Welcome to January's podcast with me, Ryan Raymond, and Chris Roger Newell, and our guest, Wilson Noble, local singer-songwriter from Inverness, is it?
I live in Inverness. I'm originally from Aberdeenshire.
Aberdeenshire. There we go. Thanks very much for coming in today. Much appreciated.
You're very welcome. No problem.
Okay, so today Wilson's been in to the studio and he's recorded a couple of songs for us, or going to record a couple of songs for us. Okay, so thanks very much for coming in. You're going to give us a couple of tracks. The first track is called Home. Could you tell us what the song is about and why it was called Home, etc.?
Aye, yeah, totally. Okay, so Home... Yeah, it's a simple song. It's a devotional song about partnership. It's called Home because it's a song about building a home and finding that sense of home and nurturing that sense of home with your significant other. So that's Home.
Smashing.
There you go.
We're looking forward to hearing it. So we noticed that you've brought some loop pedals in and some other pedals with you. Is that something you, just for this track, or is that something you use often?
Yeah, okay. I've basically, over the past 2 years or so, I've been getting into exploring looping. At the same time, I've been evolving my own sound. So I've had things like, I've had a new pickup installed in my acoustic. I've sort of transformed my acoustic, as you can see, from a 12-string to a 6-string, so I've been sort of trying to perfect my sound. But yeah, the looping has been the past sort of 2 years, and it's totally still evolving, definitely.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Okay, we'll take a listen to this song called Home by Wilson Noble. So here it goes.
Just look how far we have come. For you there, for me the sun. And how we have grown. And sitting down by our fireside. We only you by my side, calling this her our home, home is what I feel when I'm with you. And home, home is what I feel when I'm with you. Oh, let's make love, let's make a tempo, let's make a family. Let's make love, let's make a tempo, let's make a family. Home, home is what I feel when I'm with you. And home, home is what I feel when I'm for you, if need for you. And home, home is what I feel when I'm with
Right, and that was called Home by Wilson Noble. I was interested there actually, Wilson. The loop pedal you're using, there seemed to be quite a lot going on. So you've got the guitar playing, and what else were you doing in that track?
Yeah, okay, let me see. Yeah, it's kind of split in two, that track. There's two main sections, and there's a wee sort of bridge in the middle. So when it comes back in the section 2 is when I actually start looping it, Ryan. Yeah, what I'm doing there is I'm basically building a sound, but I'm building it live, and I'm trying to do it so you didn't notice it. So it's still like you're still interested what you're hearing. I'm not stopping. It's just happening on the fly.
Yeah.
So all I'm doing there is I play the chord sequence, which thankfully is straightforward enough, and then I just let a chord ring, like it loops round again. I let the chord ring over the top, so rather than be strumming it, it's just ringing out. Then it comes back round again. I play a little melody line, a simple little melody line. Then I do, like, I've always, like, when you're looping, you have to bear in mind the sort of register of music. You kind of have it say on the treble or on the bass. You have to kind of think about it like a band almost. So with that track, I'm not really thinking about percussion, but so I've got sort of melody line, and then I go even higher, and I've got a sort of, it's just a higher, it's not quite a counter melody, it's just sort of decoration chords at the top. They're just little sounds. And then there's just like a wee extra little riff, just creating a sort of palette of sound. So yeah, it might sound like there's quite a lot going on there, but it's actually, that one's pretty simple actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I did notice that looking like there was a lot going on. So it's getting the timage right. I mean, do you find that difficult during like your live shows? You've obviously got that chance to let it loop over. If you miss it the first time, you come in the second time. Do you find it easy? I mean, in the studio environment, you're pretty much doing that looping, but you've almost got to get it bang on time to get that song perfect, really. So do you think it's harder doing it live than it is in the studio, for instance?
Well, yeah. I mean, today, because what we did today is we actually still did it live. We did it as if I was playing live, so we never overdubbed all the different parts. We still played it live. The thing is, you just basically have to treat it like you're a part of your instrument, and you just have to practice it.
Yeah. As
if you're practicing a song or a piece on your guitar or instrument. You just have to practice that timing to the point that you nail it, so you're not thinking about it, and it just flows. Otherwise, your audience is going to ken all about it because it'll sound totally disjointed. yeah,
exactly. Yeah, your timing has to be pretty spot on, I should imagine. Now, the second song we've got to listen to is a song called Awakening. Can you tell us a bit about that song?
Aye, yeah, okay. So Awakening is going to be, it's just a purely instrumental song. So it's just the guitar. Again, I'm going to be using the loop pedal. So I'll be building layers on that one, different sounds, and there's quite a strong bit of improvisation in that tune. There's a main foundation which I play, but I always let myself improvise, so I don't know what will kind of fully happen.
Okay.
I know what the foundation of it will do, but some of the other bits will be different every time. The song Awakening, I wrote that. Yeah, I wrote that. Me and my Mrs. We had just moved to Elgin a couple of years ago, and I was just getting into using the loop pedal, so it was like I called it Awakening. Would kind of moved house in a new region of Scotland, and I was sort of getting to grips with new gear, so there was a sort of awakening happening in me.
Right, sure.
So it just felt apt. It just got called Awakening because it was what was going on in my life at the time.
Oh, brilliant story.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have a listen to Awakening just now, and we'll be back shortly. Right, thank you very much for that. That was absolutely superb. Lovely instrumental there. Again, using the loop pedal. Just a few questions, if I may, direct some at you.
Yeah, totally.
When was it you first started playing guitar? Were you self-taught, or did you have a guitar instructor that you had to go and see, that your parents forced you to go and see?
Well, yeah, I started playing the guitar. I was either 15 or maybe just before 15, and I was totally self-taught. I taught myself to play the guitar for years and years and years and years and years before I had an instructor. So I kind of definitely built my own technique.
Sure.
Which I've continued to build on. And I've had teachers since, over the past, 25 years, something like that, however long I've been playing. It's quite a long time. It's been a total evolving thing. And I still, I learn a lot even today using videos, but it's still me. I'm forcing myself to learn. Nobody's sort of telling me
Yeah.
I kind of push myself to kind of learn by watching others and adapting. But yeah, so cut a long story short, self-taught.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had teachers
Yeah.
over the past while.
You see, you've got very unique sound to you. What kind of, are you, obviously that's your own sort of sound, but do you have any musical influences? I mean, it's very sort of Celtic, is it? Would you call it Celtic or pop, rock? What kind of genre do you think it kind of falls into? Or is not really a particular genre that it kind of falls into?
Well, there's always a genre that it's going to fall into.
We can always create one for you.
Yeah, exactly. I personally struggle with it because I hear it so much. But I have an idea of what it is. The thing, I guess, with my music and influences, I've got so many influences. Like the beginning of my sort of musical career was all heavy metal music, rock music, which a massive part of me is still in me, still comes out in my music. And then another stage of big influences, the 60s folk revival.
Okay.
So a lot of the singer-songwriters, Joni Mitchell, Paul Simon, Cat Stevens, Donovan, all these people I listened to loads. So that's been a big influence. And then over the past 5 years, yeah, Celtic music, Scottish, Irish, traditional music. So tunes, fiddle tunes, bagpipe tunes, all of that is in there. In there. But definitely. So when I do the singer-songwriter thing, I can always say kind of roots or acoustic, Celtic.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Sure.
But maybe you've got another idea on that after you.
No,
heard me.
definitely not. I was listening to it and I was trying to put my feelers out and on your website you mentioned about 80s and 90s grunge music.
Yeah.
And I was kind of thinking Pearl Jam. Is there any Pearl Jam in there? Is there any Nirvana kind of, and all these sort of things? So it is I think you've got a very unique sound and it's a great sound. I love listening to your music. It's absolutely brilliant.
Cool.
So I did notice, you just mentioned Paul Simon and Cat Stevens and then you're talking about heavy metal and rock music. It's a wide spectrum of music you got there, which I think is a great thing for music and musicians. I think it's very sad if you just concentrate on one form of music. You think that's why you play what you play and who you are. I think that's molded you that's why you've created your own style, because you've got such a broad spectrum of music that you listen to. I mean, I'm the same. I like the same music as you. I like Cat Stevens and Paul Simon, and I like Guns N' Roses, I like Pearl Jam and Nirvana. So that's my musical influences, and obviously it sounds similar to yourself. It's
interesting. See, simply because I also love classical music, jazz music, funk. There's very little music I didn't actually really enjoy, unless it's like really badly created. But I guess I just find that all these different styles and genres as an opportunity to express a different segment of your humanity.
Yeah, sure.
So I've an equal love for rock music as I have for folk music.
Yeah.
But they're just two different expressions of the same thing.
Definitely. Yeah. Have you always played solo, or have you played in bands prior?
I mean, mostly the past 15 years, maybe 10, just over 10 years playing solo. But yeah, I've played in bands in the past. Yeah, I played in a folk rock band for a couple of years, which was all my music, but with a band, which was a lot of fun. I've played in grunge bands, heavy metal bands, rock bands, and I've played in little folk things now and again, stuff like that. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's cool. So you're currently studying at the moment. You've been studying, a bit of a late starter like myself, by the seams of it.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, I'm studying and I still am. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what is it you're studying currently?
Yeah. Currently, I'm doing my Masters in Music and the Environment. So it's MA Music and the Environment, and that's with the UHI.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where is that based?
It's actually based from home.
Okay.
So it's based, I'm in Inverness, much like the there's an applied music degree that honours they're based wherever the student is, mostly.
Okay.
Well, usually in Scotland.
Yeah.
Although some of my peers, there's one in Brazil, there's one in Italy,
Okay.
doing the course I'm on at the moment.
Okay.
But we come together on the VCs, video
Right,
conferencing and things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, they're very useful.
Aye.
Yeah, definitely. So when is it you graduate? Have you got a date for your graduation yet?
Okay, yeah, well, I finished the degree next December.
Okay.
So the master's finished next December. So I guess you usually graduate, is it 3 or 4 months after that?
Sure.
So let's say springtime.
Yeah.
In 2019,
2019.
I'll be a fully mature graduate.
Yes. You'll have to get graduated with one of those silly hats on that they wear in the club.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I might pop down just to take a picture.
Well, you're welcome, Ryan. You're welcome.
Also, have you got any gigs coming up at all?
Yes. Thinking about it. Yes. A week today. I'm in Glasgow a week today. I'll be playing at the Glasgow Caledonian University,
Okay.
and that's with Celtic Connections.
Right, smashing.
It's a lunchtime concert called Celtic Connections on Campus. So it's students that are playing as part of the festival at the university. So I'm doing that next Tuesday, and I'll also be doing a radio interview in Glasgow,
Okay.
Celtic Music Radio, on that same day
Oh,
in
smashing.
the afternoon.
I bet it won't be as good as this one.
No, I doubt it. So after that. I've nothing totally confirmed to my knowledge after that, but I'll keep you posted.
Yep, that'd be great. Is that the Celtic Connections one in Glasgow? Is that tickets available? Is it a free gig or?
Yeah, tickets are available, and yes, it is a free gig. The lunchtime concerts they're all free gigs at the. Yeah, so come along.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're in Glasgow, anybody, get down there. Maybe this podcast might go out a little bit too late. But have you got any gigs in the coming months you could probably plug?
Yeah, nothing confirmed. I'd really like to, me and my missus, we just moved to Inverness 4 months ago. So we're just kind of getting to grips with the Inverness scene, and there's a Highland scene. Yeah, so I'll be playing at a few open mics and things like that.
Yeah.
But I've no other confirmed gigs at the moment, but I will have.
Okay.
But just not right now.
Where's the best place to find out about your gigs? Have you got your website that people can go to, or use Twitter or anything of the other social media networks?
Hi. Yes, totally. The best place you can find me is on my website.
Okay.
You can find my website at www.wilsonnoble.com. That's the one. Go there. You can also find me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Yeah, that's the ones I use. But yeah, you'll find all my gigs and news on my website, and you can sign up to my mailing list.
Great stuff. I'm sure a lot of folk will get signed up, and everybody follow Wilson on Twitter. Get onto his YouTube and search for Wilson Noble. You will find him. I found him very easily when I was checking his videos out. So thank you very much for coming in, Wilson. Really appreciate it. Absolutely talented guy. Love your music. Absolutely smashing. And thank you very much for coming in.
Nice one.
And,
Thank you, Ryan. Cool.
Cheerio, everybody. Thank you very much.
Ciao for now.
Ciao.
And home is what I'll feel when I'm with you. Oh, let's make love, let's make a tempo. Let's make a family. Let's make love. Let's make a tempo. Let's make a family.